When it comes to starting an organizing project, do you ever find yourself procrastinating because you're not quite sure where to start? If so, this video is for you. Hi, Audrey Thomas with Organized Audrey, bringing you video number 3 in the series that I'm calling Organizing Fundamentals. And today I'm going to share with you different organizing projects that fall into 4 categories. And I'm going to be answering these 2 questions for you. Where do I start first, and how do I make it fun? Believe it or not everybody loves to get organized like I do. And so I want to keep that in mind in coaching you on how to get started. But before we even get into some of the actual organizing projects, I want you to reflect on 2 questions. The first one is, what area bugs you the most? Somewhere either at the office or at home. We all have areas where we know we could be a little more organized. So what is that area? And then I want you to answer this question. What area would have the biggest impact on me? So how would it make you feel if you had an area that was more organized and more streamlined? So the 4 categories that I want to share with you right now is fun, fast, meaningful, and relieved. So most organizing projects will fall into one of these. And so let me unpack those for you just a little bit. So here's some examples of some fun projects. Maybe you're a crafter, or you have other hobbies, or your kids have Legos, or you've got tools strewn all over the workbench out in the garage. But look at the areas that you relate to as having, being fun for you, and then organize those areas. You can see here that I've got clear bins with labels on them. I highly recommend using clear bins so that you can see the contents, and I highly recommend that you label them as well. And the labels can be handmade, they can be printed on the computer, they don't have to be fancy. The second category is fast. I want you to be able to choose a couple projects that you know you can get done in less than 30 minutes. And I've got pictured here a messy junk drawer because, let's admit it, everybody has a junk drawer, all right? This junk drawer could look like this in less than 30 minutes. Other areas that you could quickly go through would be your kitchen pantry, where things are half used or stale and could be thrown out. Or maybe you want to sort through the jackets and coats that are in your front hall closet, and so that you could donate some. The idea here is to choose something that you can get done quickly so that it motivates you to continue on your organizing journey. The next category is meaningful, and these projects might take longer than 30 minutes. They might not. You might have photos that are disorganized. Some of your photos are on your phone, and some are in the cloud, and some are on this computer and that computer, and you know that you really want to get them all in one place and get them filed in a way so that you can back them up and also access them when you are looking for them. That would be probably very meaningful for you to get done. Another thing that might be very meaningful to you is to get your taxes or your financial records in order, or to improve on your passwords. I did a video called The Password Sandwich, and I'll link to it down below and up here so that you can watch it. But it walks you through how to create a highly effective password that you'll never forget and you'll never have to write down. So these are areas in your home that probably would be very meaningful to you if you got them done. And then the last category is that relief. You'll be so relieved to be able to cross this one off the list. A couple of years ago, my husband and I downsized, and when we moved, I told myself I needed to create some home inventory videos. And so I created short videos going around the house just using the camera on my phone, and I would zoom in on serial numbers on all the electronics, and I would open up every drawer and cabinet and just kind of get a picture of all of our possessions. In the event that we have a house fire or a theft, we'll have these videos, and they're stored in the cloud, and it is such a relief to me that that is done. Another area that you might feel a big relief on is updating or creating a will and a healthcare directive. Now, the healthcare directive is that document that outlines your wishes in the event you become incapacitated or you are declared brain dead. And I know we never want to think that we'll ever need one, but I'm telling you, it happens. Just a couple years ago, my mom was involved in a wheelchair accident in which she was declared brain dead, and her final gift to us kids was her healthcare directive, and all we had to do was follow her wishes to the T, and we didn't have that burden on our shoulders to make that decision. So those are some things that would be huge reliefs for you to get done. So my question now for you is, what's next for you? I'd like you to think of a project that is fun or fast, and I'd like you to think of a couple projects in those 2 categories, because as I said earlier, they're going to motivate you to keep going on this organizing journey. And keep this in mind here. The more you do what you want, the more productive you'll become. So when you work on the things that matter the most to you, you're going to be more productive and be more successful. And also keep this in mind. One finish is more valuable than 100 starts. So just focus on finishing that one project. The next video in this series is going to be on the different important guidelines to keep in mind as you're actually organizing. And I'm going to be answering these two questions for you. How long will an organizing project take me? And what expectations should I have? Because people always ask me those particular questions. Be sure to hit the red subscribe button below and the little bell so that you'll be notified when that new video gets posted. I hope you have enjoyed this productivity pointer brought to you by Organized Audrey, where our goal is to help you get more done with less stress. Make it a great day.